Hey, Bruce here with the 5-Minute Handyman. I'm in the process of painting some woodwork and I wanted to show you how I do that. A little bit different technique than just painting door trim or window trim. So let's take a look at some of the hardware and we'll talk about it. So I have this door frame here that it's an opening from the shower area into the toilet area, and I've gotten the top part of the frame painted up here. I want to show you what I do down on the lower section here. So let me get this set up and I'll show you how I go about doing this process. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our brush with the paint, and I like to get the paint onto the brush, and I don't like to wipe it. I do like to tap it on the side of the paint container, and that way it pushes the paint into the bristles and it gives me good coverage. So I'm going to do this section right here, and there's a couple of things we have to do. Is we're going to use the brush to get the paint on the wood. I've already got one coat on here already, and I'll go up and down to get the paint on. Now as I do that, I'm going to listen, because I'm going to hear a different sound when I first start putting the paint on here. The bristles are going to be rubbing onto the wood and it's going to sound different. Once I get the paint loaded on and it is worked into the surface, then the sound is going to be different. Then I know I'm done with that. Then I can go ahead and draw it and smooth out that section. So let me show you how I do that. Now you can listen. You can hear that scraping sound, and that's the paint bristles rubbing up against the wood. And so I want to make sure I have plenty of paint in this area here, and I'll just load it up. And I'm only going to do a short section at a time, because if I do the whole length and then go back and then do my drawing, what's going to happen is the paint at the top will start to dry, and then it'll roughen up, not smooth out as I go ahead and draw it. Now when I draw it, I'm always going in the same direction, and I'm doing a very, very light touch. And all I'm doing is I'm taking the brush marks from when I put the paint onto the wood. I'm taking those brush marks and I'm just smoothing them out. And as I do this, it's going to give me a nice clean surface. All right, so that's the technique that I use, and it works out very nice. I get a very smooth finish on here without brush marks, because the paint will self-level a little bit. And I like this Marquee paint. It's thick enough to self-level a little, and does a good job with coverage. So thanks for watching. Would love to have you subscribe to my channel, and if there are other things you'd like to have me show you, different techniques that I use, please leave that in the comments. Thanks. Bruce here with the 5-Minute Handyman.